Good morning, everybody. It's Suzanna and Jim. We're here in the clubhouse today. We hope you liked our Mackey Creek Grill update last week, and today we just want to show you a little bit about the club.
Yeah, we're back in familiar territory with our hard hats. It's the hard hat crew. We're going to show you a little bit what's going on, and let's go.
All right, we're going to walk you through as if you're walking through the front door. Obviously, we have this area blocked off, which so we can still access the restrooms, and there's the reception desk, and so we're walking through. This is the entryway, and this is the new lobby, and you can see they're going to be keeping the skylight area open to a certain extent. They've not finished that area yet, but we've got, these are just support poles that are up right now, but we'll have this area that you'll flow through to either go to the member dining area, which is there, go to one of the banquet spaces, which is there. I hope I'm not making y'all seasick here. Or we're going to walk in the bar. So we're going to go into the bar area. And this area, as you walk into the bar, is going to be a seating area where you can wait for your table or wait for or have drinks with a friend. It's just going to be a small area there. And as we walk over here to the bar, Jim, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so they have the bar pretty much framed up. We actually were designing where the equipment and everything was going this week. They put electrical up. I know it's not really very fun to talk about, but they have been working with a lot on the electricity and plumbing and where everything needs to go, drain lines. We're putting some new service areas back in that back corner. And then obviously the TVs and everything behind the bar. So that's what we've been working on in this room for the last week and a half.
Jim, tell us a little bit about, so here we are at the bar. This used to be where we had a wait station, but we're doing some work behind the bar. And Jim, tell us a little bit about how, we've taken some space from the men's locker room and made a storage area back there. And Jim, tell us a little bit about how this will help your operations.
Yeah, so this used to be the server station right here. The server would be putting in the chits like this with the member back here. We are going to get rid of that. That will all be open. Same with this. We're actually going to put the POS inside this little room. We're going to put a little waiter station along with a hand sink, ice maker, and then we're going to have our nice wine refrigerations over here with a half wall, so it'll kind of block where the member can see into the service area. And then really important, if you can see, I don't know if you can, through that doorway is the men's locker room. They have that partitioned off with a wall, and this will be our beer, wine, and liquor storage, because we are going to be losing that back bar for beer, wine, and liquor storage. So it's all going to be all the way down the length of the bar. Will be coolers, cabinets, and things like that for the bartenders, so they don't have to go very far. It's going to be monumentally important for them because they're going to not have to walk upstairs or down to the or out to the back bar or outside even. So
yeah. So for those of you who don't know, we had very poor storage here in the club, and so one of the things that we were trying to upgrade was our storage area. So as Jim said, we had liquor stored in one area, kind of in between the locker rooms and the golf shop, and then we had wine stored all the way over by the kitchen, and this will enable us to get all of our storage for bar in one place, and so that is a huge improvement operationally for us. I'd take you in there, but there's no lights, so it's a little dark. All right, we're standing back from the door here because guess what? It's raining in Wall Street, right? So this is the new veranda roof. As you remember, we have the awning that's been replaced with a new roof. There'll be fans out there and a recessed heating system. We got some great furniture on order for this area. And so we're going to be excited to be able to have some great outdoor dining. Right, there's not much change to the grill room seating. We are going to have new bar stools new tables and chairs in here. We'll also have some two-top bar tables that will be in this area. But you know, the biggest change is taking out that wall to be able to make us to be able to walk straight in and have all this member dining open. And so Jim, tell us a little bit about how this space will be used and maybe just how the banquet seating is going to go.
Sure. So this was all formerly as the Blue Heron Room. Like Suzanna said, this will all be open. Tables all throughout. We'll also have banquets along both of these on the side of the doorway, which will wrap around, and we'll have small tables in there for seating, which will increase our capacity. As we move forward over to where the garden room was, that'll again will be all open. And what's really exciting, I don't know if you can see it through the monsoon, but they just laid the floor for where the additional garden room dining will be. And that will add probably 25 to 30 extra spots for a la carte dining. So that's pretty impressive. And I don't know if you can see it again with all the rain coming through.
So I guess we could have picked a different day, Jim, or a different time, but it's been raining so much here, I'm not sure we could have done that. So we're going to, that's really all the member dining spaces. We're going to walk now into the banquet room, show you a little bit about what's going on in there. The major difference in the banquet room is that we have removed all the, I guess you would call the cutout ceilings in there. So we'll have a flat ceiling in there. The ceiling will be raised a little bit, which is going to make that room sit a little bit bigger. And then we'll walk in the kitchen and Jim can show you where the second line is going to be. All right, we're walking into the banquet space and you can see where the partition is. We are getting a new partition. But what we wanted to show you was they've already framed up the ceiling in here. They've started working on that. That will be a ceiling, flat ceiling, and all of the member dining spaces will have the appropriate acoustical paneling or acoustical material to help with the noise. And so this room will get a facelift, but the biggest thing in this room obviously will be the new ceiling to make it bigger, and new partition. And there's not much room in the card room. We can just walk over here real quick, but you know, obviously we're doing all new light fixtures throughout the club, all new carpet flooring. The banquet space here will have carpet. The rest of the club will have hardwood floors. And like we said, this will be painted. There will also be a new ceiling in here as well. And we will be getting new blinds or shutters in here, I should say. So I know the card ladies will be excited about getting this room updated. All right, so Jim's walking into what you might remember as this is where the pecan bar was that we would use for events in here. We'll use all portable bars for all member events going forward. And we're able to restructure this area for our banquet line. So Jim, let us know what's going to go on in here.
Yeah, so this room, as Suzanna said, I'm standing, TV was right here for the back bar. There's equipment here. And then on the other side, there was a wall here, and we had storage for wine and liquor. This is very exciting to see. This is amazing. It doesn't look like much. It's not a huge room, but this will allow us to do any kind of ladies golf group, men's golf group, tennis, trivia nights, wine dinners. With just having this room, we don't have to worry about anything in a la carte. We don't have to restrict dining. We can do as many as we can in a la carte and not have to shut or limit the space that we have. So this is an incredible room. It's great to see. This is amazing for the membership, and it's a good day.
Okay, we're gonna just walk over this way a little bit, and the rest of the kitchen is shaping up. This is where our server line was, and that's going back in the same place. But what we're also adding, and this is our existing hood system, so the equipment will be going back there. But what we're also adding is a tremendous amount of storage in the back. Jim, tell us how important that is to your operation.
Yeah, so again, we did have some storage in that back bar. They're adding on. This is going to be for, there'll be a chef's office back here, some additional storage. The employee bathroom will be back here. And then on the other side where the floor is, will be additional for banquet chairs, AV equipment, tables, decorations, banquet chafers and things like that. So it was much needed. Very, very good to see that going in. So.
Yeah, many times you would come in the club and a lot of that stuff would be stored in the banquet rooms, and it just doesn't give a good presentation of the club. So, but it was, again, to the fact that we didn't have storage, and that was one of the things that we talked about trying to create with the new design was additional storage. So we will have a restroom back here for the employees. There'll be a break room area. As Jim said, there'll be a place for the chef's office. Back here is going to be where all of our new refrigeration is going to go. We've got new boxes that will come for refrigeration and freezer. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but if you have been here, Jim, tell us how we were doing refrigeration. Where were some of our boxes?
Our boxes were here. This was dry storage. Then we also had 2 boxes outside, one on this level and then one down below on the loading dock. And that one is actually over at Mackey Creek Grill. So Pickney and his guys actually put it on a forklift and walked it the 1.25 or 1.5 miles down to where it is right now to help us with servicing Mackey. So
yeah, so the renovation brings all the refrigeration and freezer units inside, which is quite frankly where it should be, and so we're excited about that. Our last area in the kitchen is where our chef's office used to be. And Jim, what was here? Just
this was the chef's office, and then we had a plate room. We had some employee lockers and a bathroom. What we did is on the other side of that wall is going to be the banquet line. So we made there's going to be a walk-in here with 2 doors, one to get in that side and one to get out this side. So the banquet will have its own refrigeration unit. We'll also do some bar refrigeration in this unit. We're going to have dry storage here, and then a little prep area for pantry will be right in this area. So an added prep area for pantry and cold items.
And that's the back door of the kitchen. So they're working out here on the second hood. If you come around the back of the club, you can see it, but it's hard for me to get out. I will say that we're real pleased with Fraser Construction. They're doing a great job. They keep a great job site, and that's always the sign of a good contractor. All right, Jim, we're walking through the attic. Tell us what's going on up here.
So some of you may recognize this, and I actually don't recognize it because it was totally different the last time I was up here. But we had to clear everything out of this area. This was filled with Christmas decorations, equipment, plates, decor, everything, almost floor to ceiling. We had to take everything out and we moved it down to the maintenance yard.
Wait 1 second, Jim. I think we all cried. I think we all cried the day they told us that, didn't we?
Yes, we did, because we thought we were going to have this room. But as you can see, they're doing mock-ups for the air handling and all the electrical work. So these guys are hard at work up here on the heat, getting this all assembled. So all that used to have all the decorations and plates and everything. All of it's gone. We took it all out. So.
All right, Jim's walking in the locker rooms. The men's locker room is really dark, so it's hard for me to get in there. But just quickly in the ladies' and men's locker room, we are having the lockers refurbished. We are having new ceilings and new lighting in the locker rooms. And this room will get new shutters and all plumbing fixtures, toilets will be replaced in both men's and locker rooms. In addition, the showers are being retiled, and updated. So this will be a great space once it's finished. All right, as we wrap up today, we thank you being with us, but I wanted to ask Jim to kind of give us a little update on staffing. I know it was a concern of the membership of being able to retain our full-time staff, making sure they had enough hours, making sure that they were getting paid appropriately, getting the hours, having events to do. And so Jim, I just want you to give us a little update on staffing and how the staff's doing.
Yeah, it's been, it was really a worrisome for me that we weren't gonna have enough hours. We were able to allocate everyone to different areas. Tracy's in the golf shop. Chavoy, everyone knows Chavoy, loves Chavoy. He's down at the cart barn. We have some kitchen workers down there. We have been able to keep all our full-time staff and kept them whole with hours. All our tip staff is working in tip positions, so very important. As you know, a lot of the staff, the Trevors, the Dianes, the Barbaras, they all had other jobs. Lisa at the bar, worked a couple days a week. We're keeping them on as much as we can. September and October are going to be crazy busy. You'll see them back. I'm in constant contact with them, so we can't wait to see them again. But in my 22 years of managing hospitality, that's probably one of my greatest achievements, is keeping everyone whole and working through this remodel. So.
Yeah, and everybody seems to be doing it with a good attitude, and so we appreciate that as management, and we are glad that everything is working out. And some of the front of the house and back of the house guys are really enjoying working down in the golf shop. So we've already told them they have to go back to food and beverage. But I hope you've been able to see some of them, Chavoy, Angel, and I think Aaron over the summer. So. Anyway, we appreciate your support of that staff as well. We appreciate your concern, and we just want to let you know they're doing okay. All right, well, we will be back another time. I do just want to say before I close, we have been really pleased with our partners that we have working on this job: Fraser Construction, Kelly Karen Designs, Woods Dindy Architect, and as a team, we have an owner rep as well working for us. And as a team, I feel that, and I know John would agree with me, that the project's going very well. It's a pleasure to work with some real professionals, and we appreciate that. So we hope that we'll have the locker rooms open sometime late this fall, possibly November is what we're shooting for. And so if there's no delays, but we can't guarantee that, but that's what we are trying to work for. And anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank you.